Latto just broke the internet with one simple move, standing next to 21 Savage in broad daylight, and now everyone's convinced the two are already married.
Like, do you see yourself getting married?
I do.
Me
I
too.
do. I'm big into marriage and like.
So Latto has built her whole brand on keeping her love life low-key. She said it herself how much she likes being private, and her relationship with 21 Savage is not everyone's business.
I like being private. I think it ain't really nobody's business.
But then she pulls up in St. Vincent with 21 Savage, dodging cameras at the restaurant, and suddenly her private love story looks very, very public. Now here's the crazy part. Those island pictures weren't just vacation vibes. Fans immediately started calling them marriage photos, not because anyone saw a ring or a license, but because of the way they moved. The body language screamed official quiet smiles, linked steps, unbothered energy. It was less sneaky link and more we're outside as one. And that's when the whole story flipped, because in the background of these cute vacation slides is another woman, Kiana Joseph. Multiple outlets have identified her as 21 Savage's wife. Her name is in public reporting, not just blogs. And yes, there's been divorce chatter since 2023, but no one has shown official paperwork. So technically, she's still listed as the wife, which makes Latto's rollout feel like throwing a lit match on dry grass. But fans are saying this move was pretty calculated. The St. Vincent pictures didn't feel like messy paparazzi snaps. They felt curated. The lighting, fuzzy, golden, perfect for speculation. The angles, intimate enough to stir buzz, but not messy enough to look sloppy. And Latto's own caption, short, cute, no over-explaining. That's how you play this game in 2025. You don't drop a hard launch on Instagram Live. You let a restaurant become your pap, you let the blogs amplify it, and you keep your own hands clean. If we're being honest, this has Latto's fingerprints all over it. Smart, controlled, and just provocative enough to raise eyebrows without tying herself to labels. So what about 21 Savage? That's where it gets tricky, because as y'all know, 21 is not the type to air out his business. His entire brand is built on silence. He raps, he tours, he makes his moves. But when it comes to relationships, he keeps his mouth shut, which is exactly why one clean photo of him next to Latto feels louder than a press release. And fans noticed. One comment read, "First time ever. They did good at hiding them together all these years." Another said, "Got him. We got him." The internet clocked the strategy instantly. Because of this, people started wondering. If Kiana really is still his wife, then those photos could be seen as proof of infidelity. Some blogs even hinted she might be gearing up to sue. Imagine how fast this story shifts if a court filing hits the timeline. Overnight, this isn't gossip. It's legal. Marriage dates, kids, immigration paperwork, all dragged into the public record. Don't forget, back in 2019, 21 Savage was arrested by ICE, and the world found out he was born in the UK. Ever since, fans have speculated that his marriage to Kiana was part of securing his legal status. Some even pushed the theory of an open marriage arrangement, where both parties knew the deal. If that's true, then being seen with Latto in daylight isn't betrayal. It's just the next phase. But even if those whispers are true, the timing here still raises the stakes, because 21 isn't just a rapper, he's a father of 3. Every new public romance adds weight. Every photo adds pressure, which is why these St. Vincent pictures didn't just trend. They hit different. And let's not forget, Latto herself has hinted at marriage before. Not directly, but in that sly way she does, talking about wanting to keep marriage and kids private, framing it as something too sacred to hand over to strangers. So when fans saw her glowing next to 21, it wasn't just a sighting. It was a confirmation that all those subtle hints were real. So now everyone's asking, did Latto just soft launch her marriage? Or was this a power move to push 21 into the open? Because silence is starting to look like a choice.
A lot of things that I'm involved in that just don't
coincide with what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And as much
she
as
is and what she is.
As much as you know that we're all together, I mean, some things I gotta...
Brandy has just set the internet ablaze after dropping a shocking revelation about her brother Ray J's freaky parties with Diddy. The confession has sparked a wave of speculation, with fans digging into long-standing industry rumors and questioning how deep Ray J's ties to Diddy really go. And trust me, we've got to unpack this. Now, if you've been paying attention lately, you'll know Ray J has been acting a little shady. Things really took a turn when he sat down with Cam Newton and boldly declared that he was the new Diddy. He didn't stop there. He also claimed Diddy's arrest was unfair and insisted the mogul needed to be freed.
Free f***ing Puff, bro. Free that He shouldn't even be in jail right now. They should let him post bail, bro. They doing that wrong, bro. That's why from now on, I'm doing all the white party. I'm taking Diddy's position. I'm taking Diddy's positions. The next white parties are on us.
So here's where it gets messy. Considering everything Diddy was accused of, those were some pretty bold statements from Ray J. That's when fans really started wondering what was going on behind the scenes. After all, this is the same Ray J who almost got into a physical altercation with Diddy's sons back in October 2024 after trolling Diddy over the freak-off and SA allegations. The sudden shift in tone left people scratching their heads. But that that wasn't the only reason eyebrows went up. Around the same time, conversations about Ray J's alleged connection to Whitney Houston's tragic demise began resurfacing online. And for many, the timing felt suspicious. Now, just to give y'all some quick context, Whitney was Brandy's idol back in the day. So when rumors hit the scene that Ray J had allegedly given Whitney drugs on the night she tragically passed, Brandy completely lost it. Reports say she was furious and deeply disappointed in her brother. When fingers started pointing his way after Whitney's death, and more recently, when people began linking him to Diddy's alleged freak-offs, their once close sibling bond began to crack. Adding fuel to the fire, fans often point back to a viral 2017 clip from Celebrity Big Brother, where Ray J hinted that what happened to Whitney was his fault.
And then it just got worse and worse and worse. It was a horrible time.
It's something
and that's why we're here at this time together.
Something that nobody can explain. It's like it's all my fault.
What?
Yeah. It's all my fault. All of that happened.
Now, that moment stuck with viewers and has shaped much of the speculation surrounding him ever since. In recent years, Ray J has tried to flip the narrative, claiming he had nothing to do with Whitney's passing and blaming the internet for spreading lies. But many remain unconvinced, especially with that hotel footage allegedly showing him slipping out the night she died. So now, with Ray J suddenly emerging as one of the loudest voices defending Diddy, many believe there's more to the story. The internet is split, with some convinced Ray J is covering for Diddy just to protect himself. One commenter wrote, "Ray J, Diddy, and Clive Davis know the Whitney Houston ending." Another added, "That Whitney incident changed him for the worse. He's not been the same since. All in the dark comes to light." And a third user added, "Ray J has been closely involved with Diddy. Maybe Brandy is trying to keep her distance. I believe Ray J is involved in some dark stuff too." So, y'all, what's your take on this whole mess? Because one thing's clear, Ray J is caught up in some deep drama that won't go away soon. But ask yourself this, is he standing by Diddy out of loyalty or trying to bury the truth about Whitney's death? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like and follow button so you never miss the next round of juicy celebrity gossip.